Indiana Fever is America's team. The haters, by the time this season is over, their heads are going to have exploded already. They're going to be so angry by the end of this WNBA season. It's going to be hilarious watching the daily.
History has been rewritten once again, and if you guessed Caitlin Clark was the reason, you're absolutely right. This time, she and the Indiana Fever have shattered yet another record, and let's just say, this one might sting Angel Reese a little more than the rest.
I'm trying to give myself some grace because I know I'm not the player that I want to be just yet, but also kind of patting myself on the back, telling myself that I'm still.
This isn't a fluke, a hot streak, or media hype. The Indiana Fever has officially become America's team. Not just a rising contender, not just improving, not some plucky underdog. America's team. And this isn't just ESPN talk. The numbers don't lie. Sold-out arenas, record-breaking viewership. Proof that the league can no longer ignore what's happening.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
She just brings so much passion to the game, and look at all these people that just want to come and see her.
It is no secret that the Indiana Fever are the most popular team in the WNBA. It is good for the entire
Caitlin Clark didn't come to blend in. She came to shake things up. While she's stacking records, her critics are scrambling, playing full-court defense against reality. But here's the thing, denial doesn't cancel demand. The more they sulk, the brighter Clark and the Fever shine.
His attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games. You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance? 48%. That's massive. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
If Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over with. Tom.
Every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured because she's keeping your league afloat.
Let's talk numbers. 41 out of 44 games on national TV. That's not a scheduling coincidence. It's a broadcast coronation. The networks aren't making a guess. They're cashing in on a movement.
News that 41 out of the 44 Indiana Fever games will be nationally televised. I do not think a lot of people are understanding just how big that is. That is something that the WNBA players, WNBA media, WNBA fans have been begging for so many years.
And this movement, it's not a temporary trend or a viral moment. It's a full-blown revolution, and the Fever are leading the charge. Caitlin Clark didn't just elevate a team. She turned Indiana into the epicenter of women's basketball. They're the hottest ticket in town, and the media can't get enough. Headlines, cameras, coverage, it all points back to one person.
Caitlin Clark, the people's champion! Let's get it!
That's a deep one.
Bang!
Just announced that Caitlin Clark and the Fever will be playing 41 of 44 games this year on national TV.
Hey, come in and watch the other girl, right? Right? Bang!
Teams are moving their games with the Fever to NBA arenas so they can sell more tickets. How about that?
Bang!
Angel Reese attempted a three this deep. I think she might dislocate her shoulder.
Bang!
You want some butter with that bread? Butter.
Butter pecan!
Let's rewind a few seasons. The Indiana Fever were nearly invisible, playing in half-empty arenas, overlooked by networks and ignored by the league's own marketing. Fast forward to today, and they're the main event. So what changed? One name, Clark. Her presence transformed the Fever from an afterthought to front-page news, from bottom feeders to sold-out stars. Whether she's playing in Indiana or on the road, fans are packing the stands.
The season, ooh-wee, big-time doubleheader. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, they meet in the season opener.
Indiana Fever put this out, all eyes on us.
With such star power on those teams, it's really no surprise they're atop the list for the most games available for you to check out on a national scale.
Caitlin Clark once again dominates WNBA national TV schedule.
The Fever, they lead the league with 41 games here, followed by the Aces 33, the champion Liberty at 32.
41 of our 44 games are on national television, the most television games in franchise history, the most national television games for a single team in WNBA history. I'm sure this is because of Angel Reese.
The Clark effect is so massive that 6 opposing teams have had to upgrade their arenas just to host her. Think about that. Teams like Chicago, Dallas, and Connecticut are moving to NBA venues because Clark's drawing crowds too big for their usual courts. And if you think that doesn't sting a certain Angel Reese, think again. She's probably wondering why the United Center isn't calling her name, unless Caitlin's on the floor too. But it's not just about packed arenas, it's about screens. The Fever aren't just leading the league in national TV appearances, they're dominating. More airtime than the defending champs, more coverage than ever before. And let's be clear, this isn't gifted. It's earned. Earned with numbers, performance, charisma, and undeniable clout.
Clark, what she's doing doesn't minimize what they've done, but we should have been giving her the credit. We saw the ratings, we saw the merchandise sales, we saw the attendance, but y'all want to make it about something else. Oh, what about the women that laid the foundation? What about this? What about it? That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is box office. She's doing this. And instead of giving her credit, y'all tried to make it about, oh, y'all poo-pooing the old guard. Y'all never talked about the old guard like this. Nah, I ain't gonna let it.
Let's be real. TV execs don't schedule based on fairness. They schedule based on dollars. And Caitlin Clark doesn't just boost ratings, she obliterates them. She's a one-woman economic surge, a walking WNBA stimulus plan. No wonder every network is scrambling for her matchups like it's Black Friday, and she's the last flat screen on the shelf.
Networks are not thinking about hurting feelings. These networks are thinking about how much money can we bring in.
Actually, a debate on who was Rookie of the Year last year. Imagine being that delusional. Bang! People need to understand she saved this league. Powder, there's no TV deals, no ad sponsorships, heck, no shoe deals for you, Angel Reese, no McDonald's money. The league losing millions of dollars each year. She saved them from bankruptcy. Time to be grateful. Bang! 93% of her games on national TV. She's like that. Bang!
Just look at last year. Some regular season Fever games pulled in more viewers than the WNBA Finals. Let that sink in. That kind of draw doesn't just elevate the Fever, it lifts the entire league.
I'm trying to diminish the wave that was happening, the Clarkonomics that were happening, the Caitlin Clark effect that was happening, and realizing it is not only going to be good for this Indiana Fever team, it's going to be great for everyone. It's going to be great for every single player in the WNBA and also every single team in the WNBA.
And that includes teams like the Chicago Sky, Aces, and Liberty. Because let's be honest, Angel, Reese, and company aren't pulling those numbers on their own. But when the Fever roll into town, suddenly they're on national TV. Suddenly the arena's packed. Suddenly, sponsors are paying attention.so while Angel's busy scrolling Twitter and liking shady posts. She might want to remember who made that spotlight bright enough for her to stand in.
They're going to clash here 3 times. All 3 of those are on ABC and ESPN. The Fever and the Sky, they meet 5 times. Caitlin Clark, the revamped Fever, they look to build on their success.
There have been 6 teams that have changed venues when the Indiana Fever come to play. All of these arenas are selling.
Let's just call it what it is. Caitlin Clark is carrying the WNBA's visibility like it's her carry-on bag. Everybody knows it. The league knows it. The fans know it. And even the jealous ones. Yeah, Reese and the rest pretending not to care. They know it too. That's why nearly every one of her games is airing globally. Whether you're a diehard supporter, a loud critic, or just hate watching in denial, guess what? You're watching. Clark isn't just the main event. This is big league business. The WNBA spent decades fighting for mainstream relevance, trying to crack the code for consistent viewership and revenue. Then Caitlin Clark showed up and cracked it open with a step-back 3.
I miss the Unrivaled already. They're mad. Caitlin Clark didn't play in that league. They want her out. They want you fans out of the league.
Angel Wilson's talking about sitting out for more money. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever, hey, we're putting every game on TV for Caitlin Clark. Everybody wants to watch her.
This is the year that they want to do whatever they possibly can to show that they deserve more and also be profitable.
One of the worst WNBA fans and one of CC's biggest haters is already complaining. They don't like the game of basketball at all. They just want to support Reese. I've said the majority of her fans are not hoops.
Let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. Ticket sales? Clark turned them into a cheat code. The Indiana Fever went from the WNBA's forgotten stepchild, just hanging around, barely noticed, to the hottest ticket in women's sports. Last season alone, the Fever pulled in over 340,000 fans at home, a 39% surge from the ghost town that was 2023. Just a year ago, they struggled to hit 880,000 total attendance. Now, every night feels like a playoff game. And the wildest part? This explosion isn't just in Indiana, it's nationwide.
people are getting on board. More people are watching women's basketball. More people are watching women's college basketball. Do not slow the momentum because of ego.
Caitlin Clark draws massive viewership and other teams don't. Caitlin Clark averaged about 1.2 million viewers per game, and the rest of the league about 400 to 500,000.